50 jobs, but according to the National Bureau of Statistics, that is not true. On the People Daily, it's asking Ruto's lies on jobs as economy bleeds. The economic growth has slowed down for the first time in 5 years since COVID. And these are serious concerns that any political discussion should take account. The question we're asking, because the issue is about the quality of discussions that political formations are having, even as you respond. Don't you think there's enough fodder, even for that formation, to talk about and call out this government on, including on what is on the dailies? But all we're hearing is Ruto must go and Uhuru should not be insulted.
Thank you, Fred, and kindly be fair to me.
Go ahead, I'll give you time.
My two colleagues have, especially Senator Wamatinga, mentioned me in a very negative light, and of course I should have a reply. One thing that maybe I would want to, I have a lot of respect for Sabina Chege. She was my woman rep for 10 years, and she knows I do respect her. But when he says that Rigathi should not talk about fairness to Uhuru because anyway he attacked him for a long time, I think the Honorable Sabina also.
I did not say he should not talk about it.
Let me finish. You'll get your time. I mean that it's sad when he pretends to be defending Uhuru when he attacked him.
You mean she?
All that time. No, I'm talking about Rigi. Nobody doesn't know also what my sister Sabina did after the elections of 2022. Actually took over Jubilee from Uhuru Kenyatta, the same Uhuru Kenyatta. And in fact, for some time.
That one I'll explain it very nicely.
Yeah, exactly. And I hope you will explain. Yeah. You know, I wait.
And our time is running out. We only have
so I think yes. So Uhuru has been very unfortunate that you assist people, then they go around against you. Anyway, then she has talked about people who are saying Ruto must go is because they have not performed. And I think we need to define performance in this particular case. And I think we need to say who should do what when they are in which particular position. Otherwise, just following Ruto and, maybe getting 500,000 one day, and you come to the village, sometimes you give people some milk or some fertilizer, that's actually not performance, because we should also ask ourselves, at what expense are you bringing this little cash from State House? And so I think we really need to define a performance. When you say that, and I've listened to my sister say that SHA is actually working, and there are people who we are just condemning it for no reason. It is true that SHA is paying some part of the bill. I can show you, I can bring you a patient that has a bill amounting to 1.4 million. And SHA is paying only 135,000 Kenya shillings. The other big issue we have with SHA, and they know that, is about the 104 billion system that is supposed to run SHA. So we have issues that we are raising with SHA. We are not just saying it is not working. We are saying there are problems with the SHA. And what informed even the bringing of SHA was the benefit that we are going to get or to derive from this 104 billion, because that was going to be money that was going to be stolen. And we have consulted people who are communications experts, people who do this technology, and they'll tell you that that system does not need to cost anything more than half a billion Kenya shillings. And so when we are saying this, we are not just saying SHA is not a good system just because it is fashionable to say so. We have issues that we are raising. When Senator Wamatinga says that Rigathi Gachagua should present himself for a medical checkup, surely I do not expect somebody of the standing of the senator for Nyeri to say that Rigathi Gachagua should present himself for a medical checkup.
Maybe because
if somebody has a divergent view, you cannot tell them, and nobody doesn't know what Rigathi Gachagua went through in the hands of Ruto. Nobody doesn't know. He has explained it so many times. And for you to say that just because he holds
I thought in the hands of
Uhuru. Why can't you wait? You even said that I was sending money. Okay. I was telling somebody to send money to my school, and I was quiet. You need to have
our time is really running out.
Yes, but let Senator Wamatinga have what you can call in quotes stable manners. Wait until I finish.
Senator Wamatinga, I'll give you an opportunity.
Yes, So I mean, that is very unfortunate. When he says that, I mean, which leader goes and tells people that I was told to say this by the president, that such a person has no standing as a leader. I mean, Rigiji is only, look at him, Rigiji is only truthful. There are many people who are told what to say, including, and I'm going to demonstrate to you that some of the things that Wamatinga has said about me, he was told to say that, and I'll demonstrate to you. So only that Rigiji is truthful, that he admits, and he tells people he was told. There are so many others, including Senator Wamatinga here, that are told what to say, but they are not truthful. So he'll not tell you, I was told. Rigiji, the only difference is that Rigiji is truthful, and he'll tell you, I was told to say this. So everybody in that camp is told what to say. I mean, when he says there was a meeting with the deputy president of senators of Mount Kenya, and you are told that, and Rigiji only told us that Ruto must go, and that can, surely, I mean, let us be truthful. I mean, when he says that coffee returns, farmers are only enjoying good coffee returns after Rigiji left office, because I don't know, maybe he insinuated that the Rigiji was standing between the benefits to farmers and the farmers. I think that was what he insinuated. But in Meru, we dealt with the problems, the cartels, and we were able to unmask what was happening in the coffee sector, that some people had registered companies as, millers, as, buyers of coffee, as, exporters of coffee. And this is what the problem was. It was not about the Rigathi Gachagua. And if he gets an opportunity, let him explain how Rigathi Gachagua prevented farmers from enjoying the very good results of the particular engagement that we had in Meru. And he also said that Rigathi Gachagua did not support Kanini Kega, surely, up to a particular point. He did not support him. That is true. But when we went to State House and we did something like a mini election for the Yala members, and we discovered that Ruto with his people had performed a coup on us, we now decided, all of us, and I want to agree with Sabina. She came and she said, now, because it is like this community is under attack, then now we should stop, considering which party somebody belongs to, and we support Kanini Kega even as we support Maina Karofia. And so from that point going forward, by the time we were going for the election of Yala members, Rigathi Gachagua was supporting Kanini Kega, and that half-truth must be uncovered. Now, Fred, Senator Wamatinga has said, and that is one of the things he was told to come and say here. And I expected him to at least apply his mind, to apply his judgment, as somebody who went to school, as somebody who understands the simplest policy, if the others are too complicated for him or too abstract for him. I mean, how can you, as chair of education or anybody, how can you influence government funds to be taken to a private school? Just how? I think I would want him to explain. Just how? This is a policy. How can you have money sent to your school if you're operating a school? I mean, who is that who would even maybe make such a suggestion? It is not possible. It's a policy. You cannot send government funds to a private institution. I mean, and Wamatinga, just because, and that's why I told you I would demonstrate that he was told to come and say that. Because I saw somebody saying the same thing, just try and disparage me. And I can tell you, and people know, I am as white as snow. Let anybody bring any scandal. Something, Senator Wamatinga, I know you, please. You cannot come here and talk like somebody who is under the influence of something. How can you tell somebody that he was trying to influence, public funds to go to a private institution? Please, never say something like that. Even when you are told to say something like that, please apply your mind. Please apply. If you are ever told to say something like that, please make sure you apply your mind and judgment. You went to school, Senator Wamatinga. When I heard my sister say that the president is trying to bring people together, and that at one particular time, there was a meeting, I think I didn't sit in that meeting, and the president agreed that with everybody from Mount Kenya who was thrown out, that there would be a replacement from Mount Kenya. And that would have been the most ideal situation to do. But Honorable Sabina, are you aware that 4 Mount Kenya senators were removed as chairs and they were not replaced? None was replaced by any member from Mount Kenya community. I mean, are you aware about that? So when we say that President Ruto is a liar, that is one indicator.
That's not government appointment.
Are you also aware? Are you also aware that nobody from his Kalenjin community, I mean, no chair from his Kalenjin community in the Senate was removed from their position? So when somebody comes here, are you aware? I can give you a list of people in parastatus from his community. So when the President Ruto talks about tribalism and something like that, he has no moral authority.
Senator, I asked you a question.
And the ills. Now, the jobs puzzle, that's a very good